In this video, we will understand the difference between the variable assignment and initialization. In a previous video, we discussed the primitive data types supported by Java and how to declare variables using these primitive data types. Declaring the variable is the essential first step to use a variable in your code. What this step does is to reserve an empty location for your variable in the memory. Since it's empty, declaring a variable is not enough to use your variable to complete tasks. You must assign a value to this variable. This is an example of a generic assignment statement. The equal sign is the assignment operator. What it does is that it assigns a single value on its right side to the variable on the left side. The variable on the left side can only hold a single value at any time. What you assign to a variable can be a literal, another variable, or a mathematical expression. Whatever you have on the right-hand side of the assignment operator, it must match the data type of the variable on the left-hand side. For example, if I have on the left side an int variable, the right-hand side must be an int literal, an int variable, or a mathematical expression that evaluates to an int. Now we understand what a variable declaration and assignments are. Then what is a variable initialization? If you perform the declaration and assignment of a variable on the same line, this is referred to as variable initialization. For example, if we say int x is equal to 10, this is called variable initialization. Remember, we mentioned that the variable on the left side could only hold a single value at any given time. So in this example, if you decide to assign x a different value later in your code, let's say 350, then try to print the content of x, then the system.out.println statement is going to print the 350. This is because the 350 will override the 10. Here is an example to show the difference between variable declaration, assignment, and initialization. As you can see here, we are declaring the month in a separate line. Then we assign the month a value of 2. Notice here that you can't assign before you declare. Like for example, if I comment this one here and try to compile, I will get an error. It says variable month is not found. Another thing is that you also cannot just declare without assigning and then try to use it somewhere else. Like here I'm trying to use month to print the variable month. If I do not assign, it's wrong. So I declared the variable, yes, but I haven't assigned any value to it, and that's why variable month might not have been initialized. You see, the compiler is going to complain that I don't know what the value is. So in this case, that's why it's very essential to declare and assign, which we are doing here in the same line for two different variables, and this is called initialization. All right. So there is no significant conceptual difference, but if you do the whole process in a single line, that would be called initialization. So here I'm initializing days and hours, which are both int variables. So using a very simple system.out.println statement, I can run and compile this, or compile and then run. And this is what we get. Month 2 has 28 days. Each day has 24 hours.